afternoon. Thank you all so much for coming to the conflict management class tonight. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
Great, good to hear. Well, we're just going to get started. We're just going to dive right in. Does anyone have a conflict management that they want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm Steven. I have a conflict I think it's a simple conflict for that.
Okay, great.
You know, sometimes I think back to that Christmas morning when I was 8 years old. I wish I'd just gotten a Teddy Ruxpin.
Say that one more time.
Teddy Rux's fucking pin!
Da 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 dinna da dinna da da dinna da 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 dinna da din da 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 dinna da din da 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 dinna da dinna da da dinna da
Fuck, man!
dinna da da
Great, that was a great example of simple conflict. Now, class, what we can do to kind of manage this simple conflict is violence is not the answer. In fact, violence is never the answer. Instead, we should focus on facts rather than opinions. We should focus on the issues and not on the person, and make sure to clarify the perceptions of the message. That way, nothing gets lost in translation and we can effectively solve the problem.
I think it's a good idea. I can try some in the following.
Okay, great. That was a great first example. I'm really happy to see a lot of us opening up. Who else has something that they want to share for conflict management styles?
Hi. I got the example of the ego conflict and talk about the different personalities clash.
Let's hear it.
Oh, God, buddy, I'm sorry. You okay?
Enough! You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Wow, that was a pretty physical example of ego conflict. Thank you so much for sharing that. Absolutely. So I would just recommend for in the future, really just take that cooling off period after the argument, kind of collect your thoughts, count to 10, really just cool off before you do something you're going to regret. And especially in ego conflict, really just avoid that judgment, and really just maintain a positive attitude. It's key. Wow, this has been a really great class so far. I'm really happy that some of you have been able to open up. We haven't heard from you yet. Do you have a conflict that you want to share?
Yeah, I think I've got a pretty good example of people misunderstanding each other. Is that the pseudo conflict?
Yeah, tell us more.
لك عفوا بقليبة وشكين بيد حنان شعلت عدك مالا شتايم عشان عمعت حجر بن لادن عايز أيوة أسامة شعني قول احلى عماد يا بن لادن شمر شعني صميم مع المشعر عشان تريح من شمر بن لادن انت يودع انا ما ماشي متقاقع على محونيوت شلي وانت بورشة ايوه 911 اوه 911 it's the best بياش تنسى عليه بأوتو مع 911 ما شو كراو ايوه انا كده ودخل انا عسير 911 2012 بحوات الا وحواني ابا مش عن امباير ستيت بيلدينج ولكن زي يانكي ستاديوم لا نسيب انا ساعتها بس مش هنا بس ستاتشيو اوف ليبرتي ايوه وش ولكن مقروف أقول شلي سيجارو أفل عين الدالي ماشو شيء ماشو زيرلي أيوة تسلاقين زي ما ماشو زيرلي شوف عليك أيوة مزيان شوف زيو زير وزيو زيو ده كبيت هيجي لك مناسب بحماش أنا خد خيمة هير 5 4 3 2 1
Thank you so much for sharing. That was very personal, and I know we all really appreciate hearing that little anecdote. You know, for the future, you should really focus on creating a supportive rather than a defensive climate, and really employ those active listening skills to get to the root of the problem. It will be fundamental in managing. Wow, that was really just such a great first class. How are y'all feeling after that?
Feeling good.
Feeling good.
A little lighter, a little happier, skipping your step. Great. Well, I really hope that you guys can employ some of these tactics that we've talked about today. This upcoming week, when conflict arises, really utilize these conflict management styles and come back next week and report how they go differently than the first time around. Thanks so much. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. I'll see you next Tuesday.
See you.